What's up guys, Diamond Dad here. I'm in the new studio, still working on it of course, but I was able to break down a stand-up piano and reclaim all of the wood, made a desk, made everything you see behind me, and it's been tons of fun and I wanted to make a video for you guys. Today I want to talk about what the bear market has been teaching me. I got 10 things here in my notes. I'm going to go through, read them off, and hopefully they can help you guys through this bear market. First and foremost, things never happen as you expect. This is incredibly important. The reality is a lot of us thought Hex was going to continue to go up forever. It had the TA people fooled. It had the quant analysis people fooled. It had me fooled. It had everyone fooled. And the reality is that markets just generally don't care what people think, and most of the time it doesn't do what you expect. But here's the reality: we have no one to blame but ourselves. The problem is when things go wrong like this, we tend to blame shift. Okay, human beings are hardwired to want to point the finger when things don't go the way they want them to go. This is one of the reasons why Twitter and social media can be such a toxic place, is because when things go wrong, people want to blame others. The important thing is that you take personal responsibility for the decisions you made. This is just the reality. Markets go up and markets go down, and they usually do what we don't expect. Second thing this bear market has taught me is to avoid social platforms. The reality is that when dips happen, people start to turn on each other because they got nothing else going on. They love the drama. People start to attack each other, to attack other people, to attack other communities, and people turn on each other. But the only thing a community is two like-minded people that are gathering around the same goal. And in cryptocurrency, that goal is to make money. So when you're not making money, that community isn't very strong. 99% of these people, you don't know them. You don't know who they are. You don't know who I am. You don't know if you can trust me. You don't know if you can trust the things I say. You don't know if I'm a good guy, if I'm a bad guy, if I'm trying to take all your money. Now, I'm trying to prove that I'm not that kind of person through my content and through being an honest and nice person. But at the end of the day, the only people who know who I am are the people who are closest to me, my friends and my family. I check in from time to time on some people that matter. I like to follow Richard Hart and check in when he tweets, but otherwise I try to avoid the drama for my sanity. The third lesson this bear market is teaching me is to not look at the chart. Okay, I try to put strict regulations on how much I can look at the chart, usually twice a day. Okay, I do this because I could only take so many punches in the stomach. If you're looking at it every hour, it's like getting punched in the stomach every hour. Here's the reality: you looking at the chart isn't going to change what the chart is doing. So try to limit the amount of depression you're having and amount of times you get punched in the stomach per day by just stop looking at the chart. Number 4, the fourth thing this bear market has taught me is not to chase easy money. Okay, there's going to be a lot of people popping up on your feed that are probably convincing you to jump over and try to invest in some new coin, to try to jump over and chase some meme coin, the one place to hide from the bear market. All of this kind of stuff, most of the time, unless you're very, very researched or you're a trader or you're good at these things, the average person is going to get wrecked. Richard Hart says it all the time. Time in the market is better than timing the market. The fifth thing this bear market has taught me is try to find ways to add value. Okay, there's plenty of ways to add value to this community. You can make videos, you can make art, you can be a positive voice on social media, you can engage arguments. Now, it's hard to get motivated to do content when you're doing nothing but losing, but try to find ways to add value. One of the ways I add value is I continue to onboard people I continue to work on onboarding people. Okay, I'm still meeting with people on a regular basis, and a dip is actually the best time to onboard people. Gas is cheap, the price is good, and we're gonna get a double. If you feel like you can't make content or you feel like you have no value to add, why don't you contact a content creator and see if there's something you can do to help? Maybe you can learn to make videos, maybe you can learn to edit. I mean, who knows? There's ways to add value to the community. The opposite of adding value is extracting value. And one of the ways you extract value is you go on social media and you complain or you backbite or you attack or you whine. That does not add value to the community at all. What's crazy about the network effect is When you go on and you start to be a negative voice in the community, you're actually retracting value. You're hurting the price. When you do that, you're not helping anyone. The sixth thing this bear market is teaching me is to learn how to scrape off value on the way up in a bull market. Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to trade or encourage anyone to sell all of your hex or all of your crypto, but one thing that I want to learn to do better is when we're in a bull market and when the price is rising, to set certain points along the chart to take off a little bit of value. Maybe it's 5% every 50% pump, or some way to save in a stable coin some dry powder. Okay, that's one thing I didn't do, and I'm regretting that. One, you'll have some dry powder to reinvest later on if you want to do that, or you'll have an asset there that's stable and protected from the bear market. This is one thing that I want to be able to do next time we move into a bull. It just seems like smart financial wisdom to me, and I want to get better at doing that. 7, stake your hex. Now, this is probably the number one way to feel good in a bear market, okay? The problem is that bear markets tend to emotionally manipulate people, all right? You don't think it could go any lower and then it goes lower. You don't think it can go any lower and then it can go lower. This goes back to point number 1, that it usually doesn't do what we expect, okay? As human beings, it's hard not to be emotionally attached to red candles. And when you're emotionally attached to red candles, you usually make impulsive moves, okay? This is what's really important to remember. You have not lost a single cent until you have sold or removed your position from a coin, okay? This goes back from timing the market versus time in the market. Do not sell into the red candles. One of the ways that Hex helps us do this is by forcing us into holding our Hex for long periods of time through delayed gratification, okay? If you're staked or you're 100% staked, you really don't have an option but to watch the price go down. This is a great thing to do with your Hex, okay? This teaches us good financial principles and it helps us weather the storm of a dip. Sit back, relax, apply the other 7 points, and hopefully you're staked. Because if you're staked, not only are you not selling your Hex, but you're making more Hex every single day. The 8th thing I've learned is don't forget to have fun and laugh, okay? If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down, go out with your friends, have a good time, put on one of your favorite movies, something funny, something light. I mean, just detach yourself from the crypto space. Stop watching videos, stop listening to podcasts, do something light and fun. Play a board game. I mean, I don't know, if you've never watched some Marvel movies, go through and watch all the Marvel movies in chronological order. Maybe you're not a Marvel fan. Find some amazing fiction to read. One of the ways I'm doing that is I'm really enjoying some video games that are out. I really like Elden Ring. I really like Horizon Forbidden West. I've been playing those, detoxing with my brother, and just remembering to have a good time. Not to mention my family brings me a great amount of joy and laughter, and I've been spending a lot of time with them. Number 9, remember the past. If you think back about 2 years ago, this massive black swan event hit the globe and markets were tanking. It was the worst thing that's ever happened. Everyone was getting wrecked, blood in the streets everywhere. I mean, Bitcoin was down to $3,500. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, everyone was dying in the streets. It was terrible. We are never going to recover. Look at what happened. Bitcoin, Ethereum, almost every coin in the market, as long as it wasn't just absolute and utter rug pulling garbage scam, did hundreds or thousands of X's over the next 2 years. You have to look back to get perspective and remember the last time that blood was in the streets. I'm using the analogy of the market, red candles everywhere. Last time this happened, if you just would have held on, everything recovered. And we're in the same position right now. Everything will recover. I've been saying this to a lot of my friends. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Okay, and that when could be a month from now, it could be 6 months from now, but it's going to happen. Now, maybe you're in an economic situation where patience is extremely hard. I'm sorry you're in that scenario, but One of the rules of cryptocurrencies and one of the rules of investing is don't invest money you're not willing to lose, because this is what happens, especially in crypto. And finally, don't place your faith or your happiness or your identity in something that is fleeting. The reality is money comes and money goes, especially cryptocurrency. And what you don't want to do is attach your emotional state or your happiness to cryptocurrency, because if it's there, your emotional state is going to look like a cryptocurrency chart. As for me, my identity doesn't come in created things, but in the one who created me, in the triune God at the center of the universe. And because I have personally placed my faith in Jesus Christ, I have been brought back into relationship with a holy God. So as for me, I'm having a great day, regardless what the charts or the markets are doing today. Until next time, I encourage you to upgrade your gray matter, because one day it may matter. This is the Diamond Dad. I'm signing off.